from Michael Silberg. He's paying $5
Man, we
for
got
this.
some bread.
Dunleavy slipped at the presser talking about needing to address the aging roster. CP3 deal was in the works. Dunleavy's not clowning himself on purpose. Okay?
I just know that presser, Jordan Poole, was a cornerstone, and not too many days after he was gone, Steiny. I'm having trouble dealing with it. I'll get over it, man.
My feeling on the Warriors is, let's just say, and I don't think they're a championship team, and I didn't think so at the end of the year. And my feeling is, if you bring the same team back, you aren't really gonna. I don't think you're gonna make a lot of hay, but I understand that may be one of the ways the Warriors may go. So now they've just traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul. I see it. I get it. I understand why they did it. It might help them. It might make them a little bit better. Certainly doesn't make them a championship team. But now I'm looking at the roster and saying, well, how can you make this? Like,
preach, man.
You can't make this a championship roster at this point, can you? You have to believe it is one still to think it's a championship roster. Because if you didn't think it was a championship roster at the end of the year, they certainly didn't do anything to make themselves a championship roster. So, okay, they still have the rest of the offseason to do it, but how?
Yeah,
how are they going to do this? Is there really a player out there who they can acquire? Like, even if it's Paul, like, do you go get a Paul George for a Wiggins and Kuminga and a pick or two?
Now that I wouldn't. And I love PG3, but I think Wiggins and him you might even get more from Wiggins.
You might get more for Wiggins than Paul George.
On the basketball court, assuming that, Wiggins is not going to miss 2 months. Wiggins is solid, guys. And I know, Steiny, we don't know what took. Yeah, he was tending to his family. But outside of that, I'm looking at Wiggins like that playoff run he had when they beat Boston. Damn it, that's who the real Andrew Wiggins is. So from that standpoint.
It's actually not. That's all I'm going to say. It can be again. Can he be the player?
Well, okay.
He can be
I'll meet you
again.
halfway on that.
Yeah, I guess he can be the player he was 1 out of his 8 years in the NBA again.
Would you do the Paul George trade?
Probably.
Well, what if you could package Kuminga somehow? What about Miles Turner, a guy like that gives you some thump and some athleticism down low? And Draymond, they're keeping it together, so they must think they still got action. I'm just hurt that the culture failed the Warriors in a sense that they couldn't rectify this Jordan Poole thing, and now he's gone and you got CP3.
Uncle Looney on the YouTube chat line says, what's a championship team look like? Miami just made it. Let the Warriors play and we can make some judgments. But we know Miami wasn't really a championship team, Uncle Looney, don't we? I'm not saying that. I don't want to take anything away from them.
But they're a damn good team, Steiny. They got shooters.
They are.
They got height.
Are they a championship team?
Yes, they were just in the finals.
Okay.
And if Tyler Hero played, who knows? I'm just like, you can't diss Miami. They were in the finals.
You think they'll be in the finals next year?
I don't know, but
I would bet against it.
Okay, I get that, but I wouldn't be floored if they did.
No, but I don't think they'll win a title. Like, they're going to. Why would they beat Denver next year? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I think team like Miami, like, they weren't a championship team until the playoffs started, really, right? Because they were like they were playing team.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I was Pat Riley, I'd be doing everything to try to get Dame Lillard, and then they would be a championship team.
Well, it depends who they give up. They giving up Adebayo?
I think he would have to be included.
Well, then how big are they going to be? Then they're going to all of a sudden turn into a really small team. 888-957-9570 is the number. The Golden State Warriors, are they stuck at this point? Everybody's saying, what's their next move? What's their next move? What is their next move? Is it really going to be trading Jonathan Kuminga and maybe Moody? Is it really going to be packaging one of those guys with another player to see if you can get a veteran in here? You don't have money to get a free agent. I'm looking at the roster. I'm all ears in terms of what the Golden State Warriors' next move is to try to get better. Because we all agree they have to take one more step up. right? They got to make one more upgrade at least. And then the other thing is, how do you fill in your bench? You only have veteran minimums at this point. So
Jeez.
The Golden State Warriors, their offseason is off to an interesting start. Chris Paul is in. Jordan Poole is out. What is the next step for the Golden State Warriors? By the way, you can cross Naz Reid off your fantasy.
I saw that. Damn it!
Fantasy. How are you going to get him anyway?
You can dream. Didn't somebody call me a dreamer the other day?